too far. Come on. Maybe. All right. Let's find out. Man, I can never hit my splitter. I'm like, oh, that jump over the pole seemed very tight, so it looked like that was probably a perfect jump over. I feel like that's got to be at least close. All right. Okay. Look at how close that is to the pole. Jeez. That's as close as you can get without hitting it. It's like pretty barely touching it. All right. I have a good feeling about this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this could be it. I think this is it. I have a good feeling. Good feeling about this. But we gotta confirm with the frame count. Alright. I think this is it. Alright, so look down here. So what we're looking for is 5,028 frames would be tied record. So we're gonna find out. Oh! Yes, let's go. Oh, we did it. We beat record by a frame. Let's go. There it is, 5,027 frames. That's world record by 1 frame. We did it, guys. Heck yeah. Alright, so to further retime 5,027, I'll go ahead and go to that frame. Says right here 123.783, and that's with inaccurate timing. It's even faster than that, so I gotta calculate exactly what that time is. All right, 5,027. I gotta be right back. Alright, so I had to go for a second. Yeah. Alright, so 5,027 times that number plus this to get approximately close to that time, 7.83. So we're looking for the number just under 7.783. So it looks like it's a 0.778. The world record is a frame ahead, a frame slower, which is 0.795. But we beat it by 1 frame, so it's 0.778. So that's cool. Got a record by a frame. Yeah, he just missed it. He just got a world record by 1 frame. It's too far. No, come on. No, I'm good. Now I can chill. Alright, so I might as well do some commentary over this record. So after doing some science, I figured out that the time that the Koopa spawns is always going to be exactly the same. So there's no need to worry about like when you start pressing left and then get up here, because as long as you get it in the correct range and the Koopa spawns, it's always going to be on the exact frame. So no need to worry about when he spawns. That's always going to be the same. So there's no way to save time there without obviously doing fast excel in the beginning. And so my visual cue is right when the Koopa touches this crack right here. When he touches that crack, that's when I start running. So right now I'm holding B, and I'm waiting for the Koopa to touch that crack. And when he does, that's when Mario should basically start running. It doesn't have to be exact, but just around that area. And so he's running. And then I have him jump right at this line right here. That's my vision. Either this line or just before the line is where you want to jump. So it looks like it jumped exactly when Mario touched the line. It also looks like it's also the frame exactly when the Koopa touches the edge. I never noticed that, but it looks like it's also the frame the Koopa is at the edge here. So that could also be another visual cue, is when the Koopa gets to the edge there. Yes, I will make a YouTube video. I will post the video on YouTube. Maybe. And so when I time right there, what I'm timing is when the Koopa crosses this line right here, because that'll be an easy way to determine what pace this Koopa is at. So I found out that the Koopa always spawns the same frame. You pretty much hit the Koopa at the top of the screen around the same frame within like a couple frames. It could be different, but the time that it reaches here can be different because I don't know why, but it randomly decides when to wake up and what direction to go to. So you can have like a Koopa be like 23 frames slower just because it felt like sleeping 23 frames longer. So it's really just, you just gotta hope and pray you got a fast Koopa to reach this point where I split, which looks good. That's where I split, and I go, okay, this is a fast Koopa. He got there. Pretty good pace. Nice. He probably could go faster. I'm not sure. So I like to grab the star, because, swag star, all that. Kill everything I can, without going too far to despawn the Koopa. I mean, I could post a commentary as well. I think I can do that. I'll do that. Yeah, it's basically RNG on how fast the Koopa is after you hit it. And I don't know of any way that you can manipulate it, because I'm on the exact same frame rule. I hit it on the exact same frame, but some reason it just does things differently. We don't know why. It just does. It'd be nice if we found out how that could be manipulated, but I don't think there is a way. Alright, so my visual cue for the jump here is when the Koopa touches this line right here. This middle crack, basically, of the block. As soon as I see his eyeball touch that crack, that's when I do a full jump. And then I think it's like a frame after Mario's foot passes the edge is when I jump again, another full jump. And that barely is enough to get over the flagpole perfectly. For some reason, the jumping forward was faster than doing it backwards. It's a good thing I timed this today, because I was doing it backwards, like a backwards jump, and then jumping as late as possible off the edge. For some reason, even though I was doing that as early as I can, that was still for some reason like 12 frames slower than doing it the forwards method, but jumping off the edge of the staircase sooner. Don't know why. There might be some technical stuff to it, but you know, that's what I found out. Doing the forward method seemed to be faster than standing here doing a backwards jump and then jumping. Don't know why. It's an interesting thing. Alright, so again, Koopa touches the line right there at the bottom. Well, I'm looking at my stream delay. So at this point, I think the Koopa just touched the line when in actuality he was right here. Because, you know, the stream delay is like a couple frames or a few frames. So that I was going off of this, watching my stream playback, which is obviously inaccurate to what's actually going on. But by playing this in the lab, it didn't matter as long as I did the same thing that I did in the lab and that I do here, then it works out. So I do a full jump, and then looks like I jump. So like after I do the full jump, I look at my screen to make sure I jump at the right time, because now I'm just looking at Mario instead of the Koopa. And I think that's perfect. Well, okay, that's actually pretty later than I thought. Okay, so you can jump a little bit later than I was expecting off the edge of the stairs. Okay. And be perfect. And then, yeah, you can see Mario passing the flag is like, that's literally as close as you can possibly get. Like, that frame, it looks like Mario's toe is basically touching the pole right there. That's as close as you can get. So, that was tight. And boom. Alright. And then boom, obviously. So before, people would just land on the ground normally. But there's an invisible block right here, which is what tells Mario to finish the level whenever he grabs the pole. And then he bonks into this block here. That finishes the level, which kind of is how BBG works, because you trick the game into thinking this block is that block. So, but there's an invisible block right here. You land on here, so you technically finish the category sooner, because the timing stops when you touch the ground after passing the pole. So if you land right here, even though you pass the pole at the same time and you land here, it'll count as being slower than if you just land on this block over here, which there's nothing difficult about that. Just hold right the whole time. Luckily, it works out where he lands on top of this block anyway. So that works out perfectly fine. All right.